So I'm standing in my tracksuit, and he's standing behind me like this, and we're just both spinning. You know, if Rocket doesn't work, the movie is not going to work. Just physically, I may have to retire Rocket after that.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, you were the guy who really the stand-in for Rocket on set.
Right, I play Rocket on set is really the way I put it. And yeah, it's like my job is twofold. First of all, I'm there to work with the other actors so that when they're putting together a scene, that they have a face and eyes to look at, and someone who's responding to them, who's giving back to them the way any actor would give back to them.
Are you doing the dialogue too? You're doing everything?
Sure, yeah. But then beyond that, the visual effects team will take my movements and use that as a draft when they start to animate the character. So they know, for example, it makes things a lot easier, particularly for hands and head and face movements, and you know, when Rocket's not looking at where everyone else is looking or whatever, they have a starting point for animating that character. And then after they put that together, then of course Bradley Cooper comes in and has, he has sort of a draft of the scene, and then he fills in all the gaps and puts the whole thing together.
Plus, you know, Dave Bautista gets to pet your head once in a while. So
that's true.
That's,
yeah.
Who can say that?
It's true, and it's good. I think that is the main reason I'm there is to be, you know, a real voice, so that the other actors have someone to work with. And I think that in the first movie, my brother was very much like, you know, if Rocket doesn't work, the movie is not going to work. So that's exactly why he didn't want to do just, you know, a light on a stick with a PA standing behind the camera reading lines or something like that. You know, he wanted to have a sort of physical. We didn't know that I was going to actually get in there and do it at the beginning. We weren't sure exactly how that was going to work, but in the first rehearsal, I just got down on my hands and knees and was like, I can just do this from down here, and that's kind of what happened.
And did you know what was coming in the future? Because of course, like you said, you get Guardians 2, and then now the Avengers films and Infinity War. Like, did they kind of like how long in advance do you get the calls for these things? Do you know what's like? Did they already ask you to, you know, come back for like 10 more movies in the future? Or, I mean, I imagine that's probably pretty secretive stuff, right?
I don't know how many. To be honest, with Rocket, I've done 4 movies now with Rocket, and I hope to close out the trilogy in Guardians 3, and then it would be just physically, I may have to retire Rocket after that because it's getting hard on my body to do it.
So for the Guardians cast, you know, Pratt and everyone, they're familiar with you know, seeing you as Rocket. What was a little strange for some of the other guys, like, you know, Chris Hemsworth coming to set and seeing how it plays out? Well,
yes, it's true, because I look pretty weird when I'm down there, particularly when I'm walking and talking at the same time, because I'm in a full crouch position and I'm walking sometimes from that crouch position, and it looks weird. So the first day that I worked with Chris Hemsworth, he sort of said the same thing, that when he first thought that he was going to be doing these scenes with Rocket, he was like, I don't know, it's like a tennis ball or whatever. And they're like, no, there's an actor who does it. You got to see it. And so he then, when he and I worked together for the first time, I think it was strange to him, but he got used to it very quickly. And then I've since worked with, you know, a bunch more, like some in the battle scene at the end of first Avengers, and then I can't say anything about the next one, but I've worked with more people, and so yeah, a lot of times I can always tell that people are a little flipped out when they see me do it for the first time, you know. But everybody's been great. I mean, it's really I'm treated like a full member of the Marvel family. So
we're shooting scenes like, you know, Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan's got Rocket. Is he actually holding onto your collar and flipping you around, or how does that?
Yeah, we did shoot that take, but since the thing is that it's really my face that's most important, I'm able to do that from a standing position. So I'm standing in my tracksuit, and he's standing behind me like this, and we're just both spinning, but my head is where Rocket's head would be because he's so small.
Yeah.
You know, so like, yeah, but we do, you know, I do do the motion reference for darn near every single shot that Rocket's
That's
in.
amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, man.
So good talking to you.
Good talking to you.
A lot.
Thanks. Appreciate it.